Okay, so now that we got over the quote-unquote unexpected detour, and we didn't lose to criminals,
Hey!
let's go to the Mahogany Gem. Time for some ice.
Mahogany.
Kick some ice!
Ha!
Yeah. Alright, so the first we have a border. I think it's what they call them.
Dude.
The cooler it gets, the tougher our Pokemon get.
Yes. That explains why Red just chose to freeze his ass off on a mountaintop.
With our rival, Alvin Chipmunk.
Mm-hmm. Basically. Alright, so our Air Seal, Air Swine, Air Shell, Air Smooch, Air King, and Air Laugh.
This is air-tacular.
And despite that, no flying type. So.
The word air go on.
How can you have air and not have a flying type?
Like you want to be committed to the ice team, have an Articuno in your team.
I have to say, okay, they did the Mahogany Gym looks pretty cool in this game, actually.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, this is exactly how an ice gym we typically would look like. All right, let's skip Alvin. I just wanted to show what Ted says. Shoot. Well then, I'm switching to Summer. Watch me as a swimmer. So this entire
Jesus,
this
you
one
just shattered his entire way of life.
Apparently, yeah.
It was weak to begin with.
Yeah, clearly. I'm gonna side with Tail on this one.
You don't even notice the cold when you're having fun. Isn't that strange?
The human mind is a very interesting thing, honey. Anyway, yeah, this is
It can even affect the body too.
So this is Carol. It's like Dr. House said in that one episode of season 3, like your mind affects your body. If you think you're sick, it will make you sick. Alright. Okay, so Delio, Azumaro, Kubono, Quillo, Dratino, and Cedro.
Ow, 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 ow.
There you go.
What did she do to
Ow, the edge!
What happened? Was she at the narrator's house? But every time she was trying to give a nickname, someone jabbed her in the side. Ow! Ow! Fear, ow!
Possibly. Go Lugia.
I like how he has even custom clips for like certain NPC trainers as well.
Yes, for every single trainer in Gym Leader Castle, he has an intro for all of them.
Ah,
Okay,
so they limited it to the stuff going on in the Gym Leader Castle.
This is actually one of those rare.
Oh my god!
This is actually one of those. We complain about a lot, Joe, and how a lot of pieces of media we content on don't use voice actors well. But these two games, they got Ted Lewis, and by golly, they used them. They sure used them because they got him to record so much shit. So
I'll say. Guess they really wanted to show what a Pokemon game in 3D would be like.
Oh no, definitely. Like you can tell how Labs really. Go ahead, too.
Fine. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, Leaves.
Fine. I will help you improve.
So yeah, Price, the master of ice Pokemon. Alright, and yes, a team that's okay. I don't exactly see what Donphan is doing in his team, but I guess he wanted to have well, actually, imagine that I think about it. No, I guess it makes sense because he knows that a lot of people are going to throw fire Pokemon at him, so he threw in Donphan as a way to counter that, I guess.
Well, Pyro's Wang should be also the counter. Like, sure, it's not completely immune to fire being ground and ice, but it has the ground advantage.
It does.
I think Donphan works because it can learn ice moves as well, so go for a type that can sort of stick with the theming as well. Of course, you're throwing in Typhlosion.
Oh, and of course starts with a water and ice book. Yeah, that's another thing. He also he also relies on the whole water and ice combo to make sure he's prepared for any kind of fire Pokemon. Fortunately, I taught Thunder Punch to my Typhlosion. However, yeah, I think like I'm gonna go with probably Lugia at this point. So moving up.
Oh, when a abrupt Pokemon switch. Oh, it's Lugia.
Mm-hmm.
It is indeed Ted.
You sound so
It sure
surprised
is.
when it's Lugia.
They probably told him to sound a bit more surprised because it's supposed to be a legendary, so. I actually wonder who was the voice director because from seeing the credits, they don't seem to credit a voice director for this game. Yeah, I know that I know that it's only Ted Lewis, but I'm pretty sure he had at least someone directing him at least.
I wonder if this was a case where he got to direct himself, since he's literally the only voice director. I mean, sorry, the only voice actor in this game, apparently.
I guess so. That would be quite the sight. So basically, Ted Lewis was all alone in the booth, just looking at all those lines, and he figured, okay, so what's the best way to deliver this one?
Did Charles Martinet have voice direction when he was first starting off as Mario, or did he just curate that stuff himself?
Well, when he first started doing it in that little machine, because a lot of people don't remember this, but he didn't actually start with Mario 64. He actually already voiced Mario before Mario 64, where he did those machines that were very common in the 90s, where, you know, the voice actor would be inside a box and he would talk to the kids.
There was that card game.
Yeah, there was also the card game thingy as well, yeah. I'm guessing he probably was okay, we know that the whole "it's a me Mario" thing, that was entirely thought up by him on the fly. And Miyamoto liked that, which is why he picked him to voice Mario. So I'm guessing maybe for the first time, maybe he was allowed to just improvise, because as demonstrated by his audition, he is good at improvising. But by the time we got to 64, probably there was at the very least someone directing him at least.
True, because there were definitely more than one voice actor for that.
Yeah, well, for 64, yeah, it was both Charles Martinet and Leslie Swan as Peach.
Didn't they also get a voice actor for Bowser's too?
Bowser? No, Bowser doesn't speak. Oh, the laugh. I guess. I mean, I can tell you that if the only credited voice actors are Charles and Leslie. Like, if they maybe Charles Martinet did the laugh as well. I don't know.
Maybe it's a stock laugh sound effect. Let's go slow down.
Yeah. In the credits of Mario 64, it just credits Charles Martinet as Mario and Leslie Swan as Peach. It doesn't say anything else.
I'm guessing for the DS version, they of course got Martinet back for Luigi and
Wario. Obviously.
Who voiced Yoshi?
Oh, Yoshi.
Backup as usual, but they usually are the same voice clips that are constantly recycled.
Yeah.
I feel like Yoshi had some specific clips in 64, which I haven't seen in other games, but it's been a while, so don't quote me on that.
Sure. Alright. Flamethrower. Well, Till, let's see if your fear is correct. Let's see if Pillars 1 can do something. Nah.
Nope.
I guess he has special defense.
Yeah, I guess Donphan probably is a better counter.
Oh well.
Sorry, Price.
I guess, nah.
You train all by yourself? That's incredible!
Is it now?
Cool old man, I guess.
Alright, Jova, you can be clear.
Oh god.
Alright, but first, there's actually
Let me guess, it's because I'm also playing Lance, isn't it?
Sure, why not? I guess we can have, I guess, Dwebs, you can be the co-trainer male and I'll be the co-trainer female, just to switch it up.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Alright.
Oh, it's me first, I forgot. It's me. Okay. I'm in heavy training with my sights on the summit. Would you spar with me?
Well, I mean, we've got no choice.
Alright. So this is Gloria, a cool trainer.
Jigglelands, Venomans, Skiplands, Clefans.
Wait. You're at Claire's gym and you're naming Pokemon after her cousin.
Not just that, none of her Pokemon are Dragon type.
Something tells me Claire's not very good at running a gym.
Well, that.
Well, okay. I don't think we can blame her on what her ace trainers name their Pokemon. Like, I doubt she is. The type advantage?
No, so more so if it's just the types of Pokemon that they have. You think they'd be consistent through the gym, but
you have to remember also the gimmick. These particular trainer types lives have the gimmick of not having a consistent one, instead opting for a balanced team. It's a thing that basically all games
defense.
What happened?
You know, I gotta say, there's some goddamn irony in Jigglypuff, a future fairy type, being one of the reps used at a dragon type gym.
Mm-hmm.
A psychic blast.
Alright.
Don't exist yet.
That being said, I do like the look of a Blackthorn gem. Like,
my God.
oh, how could this happen?
Literally deflated.
Well, if you notice, the gem is literally a dragon mouth, basically.
Mouth,
That is pretty cool, yeah.
All right, Venomoth should be. Sorry, not Venom. Venonat. Sorry, Venonat should be very easy since he's poison type. So.
It collapsed with only one hit.
Indeed, it was too quick. I misplayed that.
This has turned
Yes.
You
He did.
You misplayed that? Like, I was actually she talks about their Pokemon if they're objects.
down to the last Pokemon now.
I know, the word you're thinking of is misplace. When she says misplay, that means that she made the wrong play.
I guess.
Ice Beam. Drilled a weakness.
Hey, indeed, Ted.
There are
Down you go.
remaining Pokemon.
Yeah, I already read that.
There goes the battle.
All right, all right. Now you're up next, Lips.
After Gloria's had her.
I've
Wait a
never been
minute.
beaten this way.
Wait a minute, Gloria, what are you doing? You're not supposed to show up until Gen 8.
Glory is a common name.
Go ahead, Lips.
Anyway,
No, clearly this is all part of the big canon to you.
I can see that you're a skilled trainer. Let's give it a go.
So Vince has the starters of both Gen 1 and Gen 2.
Okay, that's
Store,
interesting.
Squirt Store, Charmer Store, Chico Store, Toto Store. The store. What's with the store?
I will say this though, they're all in their first phase though.
You haven't evolved any of the starters you have.
When you unlock art,
Don't you see, Dwibs, his bond with them is just that tight that he won't let them evolve.
they're saving it for round 2. Those when we unlock round 2, aka hard mode. For those who forgot, he has all them all fully evolved, basically.
Which, shoot, would make him probably one of the hardest trainers to fight.
Yeah, in round 2, yeah, definitely. Especially because that's just because of the evolutions. They also have better moves. So, all right, what else? I guess we'll throw in this one. Why not?
There we go.
The next opponent is Cool Trainer Vince. He's certain to be a tough opponent.
Ah, you brought in Ho-Oh.
Yeah, might as well. Yeah, it's a water Pokemon, but I have Thunderbolt, so.
Doesn't Ho-Oh also have... Oh, wait, no, he doesn't. I guess you probably
I
took
think
off
it-
his Sun move.
Yeah, I think it can learn Sunbeam potentially.
Solar Beam? I don't think I've
Solar
ever.
Beam, sorry.
I don't think I've. Whoa! Go ahead.
Whoa, that was powerful.
I don't think I've ever tried teaching him Solar Beam. It doesn't seem.
Store, get out there.
It would be kind of weird because he doesn't look like the kind of Pokemon who would be able to learn Solar Beam.
It literally represents the sun. Also, Pedro Groudon can do it.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, seriously, Ho-Oh's whole thing is about being the legendary Sun Pokemon. Like,
I mean,
yeah, I would think he would be able to learn Sunbeam.
usually I tend to think with Mew and Celebi because the thing about Mew and Celebi is that they can learn any TM and HM. Any. That's one of their key trademarks, traits. But well, I guess if you guys say so, sure. I never actually tried it. I don't really particularly find much use in giving him Solar Beam personally. All right, let's see what else. Dragon Breath.
How's that? Yes, it's a hit.
That's on Halitosis.
The smoke screen went up. Accuracy is down.
God damn it.
A hot battle is unfolding.
All right, so basically that's probably going to be a strategy now.
Blind Ho-Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Vicious
And it starts, of course.
What's this?
What's this? Ted, it's the exact same move you used last time.
The white hot battle continues. What next? Freeze it.
Well, at least now he's paralyzed. Alright. Oh, so this is your strategy. Blind me and then throw at me an incredibly weak move. I mean, yeah, it has amazing accuracy, but it's weak as fuck. I mean,
As long as it works.
I guess, but...
Here comes Dragon Breath. Hit that one.
And there we go.
That settles this battle.
Ah, my Cinder store.
The battle.
It's in the store. Alright. Moving on.
That was certainly a Pokemon battle.
It was one of the
I'm
Pokemon
sorry,
battles of all
I
time.
took you for granted, but you are tough after all. And
Alright.
next up is
Alright, now time for Claire. Go on, Joe.
Hi, Jamie, you're up.
I'm Claire, the dragon user. You're challenging me.
You're not the only dragon user, Claire.
Do you think you can beat me?
Yes.
Alright, so Kingdra and First Dragonair. Yeah, sounds about right. I don't know exactly what a Rhydon is doing in her party, but
That's
To
horrible.
counter ice types, I think.
wait, Rhydon to counter ice types, but Rhydon is weak to ice though.
But it's also ground and rock.
I guess. I feel like if I wanted to counter ice types, I would just use fire Pokemon. That's
And of course, the fucking king.
The fucking
This
Kingdra.
shit. Kingdra is such a pain in the ass in Gen 2.
Yep. Which is why I brought on my Lugia.
If only there were a good Pokemon that could counter it.
The only thing that can do it is, Dragon type, because being water type, it automatically, makes sure that it resists ice. And
Come.
yeah, being also Dragon type, it is Thunder and Grass attacks.
Fuck off
So
with
it
your
is a
luck,
very good
Claire.
type combination.
Now use the same move.
Oh, that's a miss.
Oh. How do you miss a blizzard?
Well, remember, Dwebs, Blizzard... Well, see, here's the thing, Dwebs. In Gen 1, Blizzard has 90 of accuracy, but by the time they got to Gen 2, they thought that made the move way too OP, so they nerfed it by lowering the accuracy to 70. I think it's 70, or is it 75? I forgot. The point is, they lowered accuracy of Blizzard in between gens. Which I can understand, because, yeah, Blizzard has 120 power, giving it 90 accuracy, yeah, that's an incredibly OP move right there. Because Fire Blast didn't have that much accuracy, and neither did Thunder. But for some reason, Blizzard got a 90 accuracy. Weird decision. Like it's inconsistent. Like
That should do.
indeed,
Yeah,
yeah, and yes, like Theo said, Kingdra's. Claire's Kingdra is a pain in the ass. So,
Well, I guess we gotta have her be a challenge somehow.
8th gym and everything.
this is really a match against Kingdra. Once you beat Kingdra, you're pretty much all set, really.
So, just like in the original Gen 2 game.
Yeah.
Going down.
Ooh.
What Pokemon
Well.
will appear next?
Okay, let's throw in
This Pokemon
Lugia
is
again.
back for another go.
I guess we're just going to have. This is just going to turn into a battle of attrition.
Tough.
All right, fuck Ice Beam. Let's just use Psychic.
What now? That's it.
Also,
Defense is down.
surprisingly didn't break ball because of a Dragon Breath.
It appears to be impervious to damage.
Alright, one more attack and we should be all set.
A psychic blast.
There, that was annoying.
Hit. Down it goes.
It was an interesting fight, I guess. It's all over.
What, you're giving up already?
Yeah.
I mean, she's not wrong, because, yeah, well, actually, never mind, I forgot about her Lapras, yeah.
Be tanky.
Both competitors.
Well, with
But you
La-
do have Thunderbolt, that should work.
yeah.
Drilled a weakness.
Yeah, but her Lapras has a very strong special defense, clearly. And, of course, Ice Beam.
And those Ice Beam.
Stood that easily.
Fucking hell.
Ice Beam is Lapras' trademark
Well,
move, so not surprising.
You know, for as infamous as Clara is about being a sore loser, can't deny she's a good trainer.
Mhm.
Restored its HP.
I do like even with the expansion pack, whenever Luke uses recover, the frame rate dips a bit.
It's a fierce
But then again, Nintendo 64 games were notorious for having inconsistent frame rates.
It restored its HP. What's this? It appears to be impervious to damage.
Yeah, this is gonna be trouble. Unfortunately, I don't get frozen solid a single time amongst all these blizzards and ice beams.
Trainers switching Pokemon.
For a dragon trainer, you're sure relying on ice moves a lot.
Oh,
There we go.
what'll it do? That did little
Okay,
damage.
at least
I mean,
how.
hey, just because she's a dragon trainer doesn't mean she can't use ice moves. In fact, some dragon types can even learn them, too.
Sure.
There's the attack.
Alright.
That struck home.
Okay, did you just stock Thunderbolt onto your Pokemon for matches like this?
Yes. Remember what Earl taught us at the beginning of this playthrough, Joe? That, like, teach your Pokemon moves that it hates. So,
Wow, Thunderbolt. Right, that's a hit. Yes,
There we go.
going down.
you know,
All over for Lapras.
Pokemon remain.
Oh, it's not over yet, Clay. They got a Pokemon left.
Oh, it's Volcano.
Arcanine.
This is the last Pokemon.
Arcanine.
Well, remember this, for some...
Arcanine or Arcanine?
That's the thing, this. For some reason, they have this thing, kind of like with Gyarados, where they kind of try to pose Arcanine as an unofficial dragon, even though he isn't. I don't really understand why.
Like, Gyarados, I get. Serpents, Leviathan, and all that. But Arcanine?
Yeah, don't get it either. He's supposed to be a dog. I mean,
He's a furry, not a scaly, even.
yeah. With Gyarados, I can understand because his design is clearly inspired by ancient mythological dragons and shit. So that I can understand. But Arcanine, I don't really understand the logic, no. Because Stadium 1 does this too, for some reason, where they give Lance an Arcanine because reasons.
What'll it do? That was a glancing blow. It hung on by the
Alright, might as well. At least Arcanine is
And now it's
paralyzed.
you who's using the dragon move.
Yeah, I'm using I'm using your own move against you, Claire.
sun fully.
I mean, extreme speed.
Extreme speed. Yes, it's a hit. Down it goes.
No, not Ho-Oh.
It's okay. Fortunately, this is exactly why I saved Lugia. So,
For battle. The Pokemon emerges from its
Man, if it weren't for the recover move, you'd have lost this match.
whatever. That's weak. Yeah.
light hit. Will this do it?
And there we go.
Finally.
This battle.
It's all over.
And now it is.
Clear.
And so there we are. Claire will take this well, I'm sure.
You're skilled enough to hold your own against the Elite Four.
Oh,
She actually does.
well, there you go then.
Hooray!
Well, good on her. I mean, granted, could you have imagined if they actually went so far?
You want for the
as
ranks to reach me? I'm impressed. We, the Elite Four, will face you from here.
How funny would it have been if they added in a mechanic where Claire steals the badge and runs off and you have to chase her just like in...
If anything, this should
original.
have been the moment where Team Rocket will interfere.
I mean, I kind of get it. Tradition seems to be that the evil team interferes with you. Then after you deal with them, you go to the 8th gym and then you go to Elite Four.
Mm-hmm. Alright, everybody. We'll tackle the Elite Four in the next part.
See you then.
Yeah.
See ya.
See ya.